I like it.
Mitch Godden and Paul Smith, they now come out and they are leading by just 3 points the series at the moment, and the action between these two should be really thick and fast this afternoon. Then we've got number 1, 2, 3, Paul Moorcock and Nathan Yeldon coming out. Now the next crew to come out to line up for the presentation. They're followed by number 4, that's Simon Beard. Now we're very, very delighted to see Simon Beard taking part. This is Simon's first meeting back since that terrific accident, and we're delighted to see Simon with us this afternoon, and this passenger I will let you know in the next few moments. This afternoon, Patrick Herbert, the passenger there. Then we got number 3, the European Champions Josh Goodwin and William Brown. They come out in the lineup there. And I'll let you know in a moment who the passenger is going to be for Simon Beard this afternoon. It could be very, very interesting indeed. Because Simon certainly doesn't hang about when he's out there racing, so that's a little bit of a baptism of fire there for James Shanes. He will be on the back of Simon Beard this afternoon. It's been a rather sad time for the grass track community once again recently. We are a very close-knit community, everybody helps one another, and we don't like losses to our sport, but this week has been rather a sad week. First of all, we lost Roy Bell, long-standing president of the 500 Sidecar Association and a sponsor and spectator for many, many years. Our condolences to Anne and the family. John Hathaway, solo rider, we have also lost. Ben Heath, sidecar driver as well, we unfortunately lost. And Hank Mathiasen, who is the father of William Mathiasen, who was of course multi-European 500 sidecar champion. Hank himself was a rider in the 80s and the 90s. Our sport is the poorer for the passing of these 4 people, and as a mark of respect before we move in to the meeting proper, could I ask you please to stand for 1 minute silence. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please rest in peace, Roy Bell, John Hathaway, Hank Mathiasen and Ben Heath. Thank you very, very much indeed. So in the traditions of the sport, the action will continue. I'm sure they'll be all looking down at this afternoon's action, and we should be in for a cracking afternoon's racing. A lot of work has gone on the track before the meeting and since the practice, so Super Series, of course, is the main event of today's meeting, but we've also got an excellent support class, and please show your appreciation to the round led by Sean Harvey and Danny Hall. The man who's put together this Super Series over the last 2 years. It is an awful lot of work, and show your appreciation for Sean this way round, Paul Moorcock going round, James Shames. We congratulate James on being Masters champion, but European champion as well. Simon Beard, Simon Stone and Lund, Josh Goodwin, Barry Bennett, Natasha Barker, Aaron Vale, Sean Hughes, Mitch Godden, Patrick Hermans, all on their lap of honour. So show your appreciation. They come round on that lap of honour. We thank Sean for the effort he's put in to make this Super Series the success it's been over the last 2 years. It has been an awful lot of work for him. It culminates in the final today, in what should be a superb final. With James Shames in the chair, we've tried to get various passengers for Simon, but the problem with the Dartford tunnel has not helped the situation, so James Shames has volunteered to go on the back, and I say Simon certainly doesn't hang around, so it could be a baptism of fire there. He's going to be doing this as well as his own racing in the solos. They've not had any practice at all, so just going out for a couple of laps practice. Missed his start training practice, hasn't he? At the moment going into that bottom corner on the first lap, will look to be settling in nicely now, so if they can settle into a good combination, they are again a crew that could take points off the others. Simon was very, very much in contention, but of course due to injury missed the last round, which knocked his chances about it. He was very much up with the leaders. Third place at the moment with 48 points, so it just shows you that missing that last round affected his chances greatly, but it's great to see him back in action. 500 Sidecar Super Series race number 1. There is a change of plan, so sorry about that. We were informed we were going to start off with the 250s, but we're going straight on with the 500 Sidecar Super Series, and coming out leading them out is a series leader at the moment with 65 points. That's Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. What a transformation to solo the sidecar he's had, absolutely flying in the 500 sidecar this season. Some good opposition, because we've got Josh Goodwin, Liam Brown, new British champion, Stylus Lund, Dennis Smith, Dave Carver, who's currently in third place at the moment, with Cameron Godden in the chair, Alan and Stephen Bale, James Hargan, Gary Coleman. Those are the crews in action in this first heat of the 500 Sidecar Super Series. So coming down then for race number 1, the 500 Sidecar Super Series, just waiting for Josh Goodwin and Dave Carver to come into line then. Just waiting with Liam Brown just checking the drive there in group number 5 for Josh Goodwin. Could well himself be a spoiler here this afternoon. He's missed 2 rounds and no chance of winning, but he could take points off people that can win this afternoon. Got the first and third in the series in this opening heat. Carver walks away. Simon Flood also made a good son. Just Goodwin round the outside. Mitch Godden as they drop the back straight the first time. Mitch Godden trying to come back from the inside, but Goodwin's got the drive round the outside. Goodwin leads Edmund Godwin second. Lund's got the third. Dave Carver surprisingly back in 5th place at the moment. He'll need to improve upon that one as Josh Goodwin leads it, but Mitch Godden holds that second. Carver is in 5, that's the top
5 will make their way up the back straight. Once again, Josh Goodwin getting away from Mitch Godden. Can't close it up at the moment on the new British champion. Into that pitch corner they go once again then. Goodwin the good lead, and Godden holding second. Lund's coming under, looking for that third place of the Bells, and Dave Carver's coming right. One looking into the front. Just place round the end. Now going into that pit top corner once again, single out by Dave Carver, right round the outside to go through in the third place. As Goodwin leads him, and Godden in second. Carver has come from 6th to 3rd place. That's the top 3 as the last top flag comes out then. Third Josh Goodwin, he's in second. Runs in 5. That's still the top 5 then as they make their way up the back straight for the follow time then. A good lead there for Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. They lead into the pitch corner on a lap number 4, so the series leader drops a couple of points in the opening race. With Josh Goodwin, Liam Brown get the winning ride. Mitch Godden picks up the second. Dave Carver good ride to get third. Bells was 4. Lund in 5. Hogg in 6th place. Super action in race number 1 then, and a win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Second number 9, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. And third, number 55, Dave Carvell and Cameron Godden. 152, 6 and 73. So when we go to race number 2, and of course it is James Shanes in the chair there for Simon Beard. If you want to keep the points for race number 1, Josh Goodwin 5 points. Steinus Lund 1 point. Mitch Godden 4 points. Dave Carville 3 points. James Hogg no points. Aaron Vale 2 points. If you want to keep your programs up to date to keep the Super Series is carrying on through. So coming into line then for race number 2, Simon Beard, Barry Bennett, Natasha Bartlett, Patrick Herman, Sean Harvey and Paul Moorcock. Sean Harvey will have seen that Mitch Godden dropped a point there in that first hand. He was looking to try and win this one, to claw back a point, just 3 points between these two crews going in to this final round. Paul Moorcock right on the outside then, as they settle for race number 2. Currently going in that top corner for the first time in Natasha Barker leads with Sean Harvey making a move around the outside. The 4 abreast for third place, coming up the back spin on lap number 1 then. Sean Harvey goes round the outside and Natasha Barker to lead going in that pitch corner on lap number 1. Harvey leads it then to Barker on the second. And her man position number 6 after 6. It's Sean Harvey starting away at the front, but he's cleared then for Bartlett holding that second place. Barry Bennett has got the third. Simon Beard starting to close the gap on Barry Bennett, moving into pitch corner on lap number 2. Look at the speed of Beard going in to that pitch corner. So Bartlett holding second, Bennett's got the third. Moorcock in 5. Her man's in position number 6 as they go off the back straight once again then. Harvey's getting away to front then. Bartlett's consolidating that second place. Looks at Barry Bennett's just got a little bit in hand, but Simon Beard again is very quick going into that pitch corner. What a super job he's doing at the moment then, as Harvey leads him on the 4th and Bartlett holding second. Bennett is in the 3rd, Beard is in 4th, Moorcock in 5, Herman's in position number 6, the main act in 4th, 3rd and 4th place is Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg lead into that pitch corner for the follow time. It is called 1 point back on the series leader Mitch Godden after opening 2 races. Sean Harvey gets winning ride. Natasha Barker picks up the second, Barry Bennett gets a third, Simon Beard is in 4th, Moorcock is in 5, Patrick Herman is in 6th place. The result then of race number 2 is a win for number 72, Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. Second number 65, Natasha Barker and Kira Southgate. And third number 7, Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes. 4, 1, 2, 3 and 68. The points then for race number 2, Simon Beard 2 points, Barry Bennett 3 points, Natasha Barker 4 points, Patrick Hermans no points, Sean Harvey 5 points, for more cost 4 points. Kevin Bull is number 198, the replacement for Charlie Brooks in this race number 3, first heat of the 250s. Can't see Charles Dismore out there at the moment, so Charles 182 looks to be a non-starter for the first heat of the 250 action. Former British champion David Knowles on the outside. Bill Harris comes in alongside him. Tim Gregg towards the middle of the grid. Tim Gregg gets the corner first for David Knowles, streaks round the outside. Luke Harris has gone with him, so Tim Gregg has gone from first to third as they move at the back straight for the first time. And Knowles leads, then Harris holding second. Gregg has got the third, Bull is in fourth, the top four. David Knowles has gone wide, Luke Harris trying to find a way through on the inside, they're locked together. The Gregg can take the open, Harris gets inside, Knowles goes cuts back to the inside runner, trying to get back inside. Harris on that bottom corner, with Harris leading, and Knowles in second. Gregg has got the third, Bull is in fourth place. Into the pits corner they go once again. Harris starting to pull away from David Knowles. That race for first and second places then. It's Harris the leader, but Knowles holding second. Gregg is solid up in third. Bull is in fourth place. Cook is in five. That's the top six. Up the back straight they go once again. Harris really getting away from David Knowles. Consolidating this first heat of the 250 action. Harris and Knowles with Gregg in third. Bull is in fourth. Cook is in five. Last up flag comes out then for Luke Harris, the clear leader of this first heat of 250 action. David Knowles has got that second. Tim Gregg is in four, Cook in five, as a leader up the back straight for the Pomotomic amongst the back markers going into that pits corner on lap number 4. We watch Luke Harris winding on round the outside of number 27 coming out of that final corner. Luke Harris it is who gets the winning ride. Second place goes to David Knowles. Tim Gregg picks up the third place. Kevin Bull comes across the line in fourth position. The result of race number 3, first heated 250 action. A win for number 26, Luke Harris. Second number 64, David Knowles. And third number 10, Tim Gregg. 198. 6, 4 and 27. There is now one sidecar to do 2 laps practice, 1,000 sidecar to do 2 laps practice. Simon Bean just doing 2 laps past and you go at Mr. again, we got held up on that traffic, and so that's the reason he's having these couple of laps. He's only just arrived here at the stadium. Apparently there are major problems again on the M25 over that neck of the woods, so that's why you get these couple of laps practice. So race 4, first heat of the upright Sellers, Ben Leeds, Graham Brown, Nigel Coates, Mark Ool, Jordan Meekins and Tim Mount, the 6 riders in action for race number 4. Mount right on the 70 Mount right on the outside, Jordan Meekins next to him with 6 through 7 and 4, race number 4. Brown has made the best of starts, will probably try and work his way through on the inside line. He has gone through on the inside, leads him going up the back straight for the first time then. All making a challenge in second place. A race at the back straight for the first time and into that pitch corner. Brown leads, but all holding that second. Coates has got the third. That's the top 3, and Brown using every inch of track coming out of that pitch corner. Third holding second place. Coates has got the third. Mount's up 4. Leads in 5. Meekins in 6. That's the 6. They make their way up the back straight once again then. Brown getting away at the front then, all consolidating that second place. Coates has got the third. Mount's in 4, Leeds in 5, Meekins in position number 6. That's still the same order as they complete lap number 2 then. Brown the clear leader, all under good line, holding second. Coates has got the third. Mount's in 4, Leeds in 5, Meekins in 6. That's still the order, the same gap between the riders. Coming up that back straight once again. And Graham Brown, if anything, increases as he comes out of that pits corner about to start his last lap this time then. Brown well in control, all holding second. Coates has got the third. 19-4, leading 5, leading 6. Up the back straight for the follower time goes your race leader, Graham Brown. Well in control of this first leg of the upright solo. Comes out of that final bend and collects the winning ride in race number 4. Second place is going to be Bar All. Third is Nigel Coates. Fourth place is Inbound. Race 4 results, and a win for number 6, Graham Brown. Second, number 8, Bart All. And third, number 7, Nigel Coates. 17, 3, and number 10. Race 5, delete 726. Champion Stephen Green comes into line, first one into line, then for race number 5, Andy Gomm, the next one to move in. We've got Barry Joyce, Arnie Bennett and Chris Mackey, another British champion in action for the second leg of the upright solos. Chris Mackey has made the best of starts. He's in third place at the moment as Green leads him up the back straight on the opening lap and Gomm in second. Mackey's now gone for the third. Bennett is in fourth. Joyce in 5. That's the 5. Streaming out of that pits corner. Stephen Green again using every inch of track on the exit for that corner as well. Gomm holding that second place. Mackey has got the third. Bennett is in 4. Joyce in 5. That's the 5 then. Up the back straight they go once again and Green really getting away. Chris Mackey trying to close the gap on Andy Gomm. Arnie Bennett gets a little bit closer in fourth place, but it's quite well spread out now, and this is the second lead of the upright solos as Green leads them on the 3 then, and Gomm holding second place. Mackey has got the third, Bennett in 4, Joyce in 5, the leader halfway up the back straight on lap number 3, pulled away even farther away from second place man, Andy Gomm. Green spectacular style, throws it into that pits corner, last that flag out then for Stephen Green, one towards the victory in race number 5. Andy Gomm holds that second. Chris Mackey has got the third on, down in 4, Barry Joyce dropping back a little bit in 5th place, and we want Green up the back straight on lap number 4. Impressive stuff for the reigning British champion. He comes out of that final corner. Stephen Green gets the winning ride. Second place is going to be Andy Gomm. Third is Chris Mackey, and fourth place, Arnie Bennett. Result of race number 5, a win for number 66, Stephen Green. Second, number 261, Andy Gomm. And third, number 68, Chris Mackey. 32 and 57. Right, we move on then to race number 6, which is the 500 Sidecar Support first leg. Seems to be down to about Scott Dunn. We haven't seen him practicing. We haven't been informed that he's not here, but we don't remember seeing him going out for the practice, so he may well be a non-starter for this 500 Sidecar Support leg, race number 1. Just the 4 crews coming out, so obviously there is no Scott Dunn, so it's Sean Hughes, Louis Bennett, Richard Jenner, Roddy Sterling, Jamie Kennard, Lynn Green and Chris Neame and Alex Baru. 4 crews for his race number 6, 4 cars to 500 sidecars. Leads him going into that top corner for the first time as Jenner's made a big move round the outside and leads going up the back straight. The first time, super first corner there by Richard Jenner, leads going up the back straight. Nima's got that second place, and there goes Hughes charging through into thirds. They come off that pit score and through completely on the left. Then it's Jenner leads and been making his move round the outside. Haven't let them have to start Brittany. Now finds himself for they're clear abreast going up the back straight. Once again his name leads and been Jenner in second, and Hughes making a big move again. They're going to lock up going into that pit's corner on lap number 2. Still Nima with the advantage. Jenner on the inside. Hughes trying to come right round the outside. Winds it on round the outside of that pit's corner. There's Nima leads and Jenner in second. Hughes has got the third. Kennard is in 4th place. Going up the back straight once again, it's still Kennard who leads, and I've got that one wrong, I do apologise. Kennard has the leader going up the back straight then, and Jenner holding that second. Hughes has got the third. Exiting that pit score, the last up flag comes out then for a wide riding number 8, that's Kennard who leads. On the inside, Hughes has got that third place, up the back straight, 45 time, nothing much between first, second and third is Kennard still running. Good Jenner holding second. Hughes again will give it everything round the outside of that pitch corner, going in the pitch corner 34 time. It looks as if Kennard's got it son at the front, the action's on for second and third. Jenner's holding the inside line and Hughes trying to get round the outside. Kennard who wins then, and Jenner in second, Hughes in third, and Neem in 4th place. Race 6 result then, a win for number 8, Jamie Kennard and Lynn Green. Second number 87, Richard Jenner and Roddy Sterling. And third number 17, Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett. Fourth number 16. Race 7, adding 117, Stephen Boxall. And we've got Luke Harris, his first outing on a 500, and of course 117, Stephen Boxall. So could be quite a bit of interest between these three, as it's Lawrence Barber, the first rider coming up the line, joined by Stephen Boxall. Lee Bassett comes in line, Holland Cook, multi-British champion of course in 250s and 350s, riding the 500 this afternoon. Luke Harris, the last rider to come into line, of course, totally used to the 500, doing some speedway with the Eastbourne Eagles. That's first heading on the ground on the 500. British champion, of course, this season is Luke Harris. First heading on the 7 Holland Cook on the inside, Luke Harris winds it on round the outside, we go to the back straight the first time, Cook trying to get back inside Harris, gets inside Harris, moving into the pitch corner for the first time, it's Cook on the inside, Harris making his move round the outside, Cook goes wide of Rocket, Harris is up the second, Cook forward in third, Golden is in fourth, big race between that top four, Luke Harris is on wide, and Stephen Boxall is on 4 on the inside of move through, into second place, as Cook leads Jensen. Boxall holding that second, Harris has got the third, Yalderman's in 4th place, that's the top 4, Holland Cook goes wide with Stephen Boxall really winding them off, into the third of Holland Cook, Cook through the race, for the Boxall gone through, on the inside, so Steve Boxall gone through from third to first, and Cook just going back on that back straight once again, Boxall leading, but Cook in second, Harris has got the third, Yalderman still holds that 4th place position, coming out of that pitch corner about to start the last up, then it's Stephen Boxall and clear leader, Holland Cook has pulled out while holding second place, Harrison then moves up to second with Yoden, then in closer in third. The leader up the back straight, 45 time, and some super quick 500 action. Harris now gets that second, Yoden is in third, Bassett is in fourth, that's the top 4. The leader Steve Boxall comes out of that final corner, impressive stuff, and Steve Boxall wins the first heat of 500 action, coming through in third. Luke Harris gets second, John Yoden is in third. Looks as if Lee Bassett's going to come across the line in 4th place. Race 7 result then, the win for 117, Steve Boxall. Second number 26, Luke Harris, and third number 46, John Yaldon. 3, 8, and 16. And we go then to race number 8, another heat of the 500 solos with seeing British Masters champion James Shanes in action in race number 8. James Shanes and Colin Locke first to come into line, then they're joined by Charlie Powell, James Hartley, James Wells, Mike Coach, and 77 Bobby Coach on the next second heat of 500 solo action. Wait for Charlie Powell, the second one to the outside, James Shanes the second to the side. Lines it on, running up the back straight the first time. Powell dropped from second place Richard. He's already pulling clear the remainder of the field. They go up the back straight once again. Colin Locke has come from nowhere to go through in the fourth place. As James Shanes is clearly they can put in lap number 1 then. But Charlie Powell holding that second place position. 85 is in third, James Hartley in third. We seem to have lost Colin Locke. He's pulled out one holding third place. Upon that top corner then as James Shanes increases lead all the time as well. At the front can put in lap number 2 then. Powell holds that second place. Hartley's out on to third. The Wells in third. And across the line James Hartley's gone wide. James Hartley could be in trouble now. He's just hanging on to that third place. The Wells hanging on to third. Coach has gone up to 5. As you see James Shanes are clearly they're moving on to lap number 4. And well lap number 1 is going in that bottom corner on lap number 4. Second place man Charlie Powell is starting his last lap now as the leader up the back straight. Forward and forward on to that markers are going to come into play as he enters that final corner. Taking his time, he's going right round the outside of both of that markers. James Shanes wins his first ride in the 500 this afternoon. Charlie Powell picks up that second place position. A long gap back then to James Hartley, who's battling away for third place, along with James Wells. So to James Hartley is going to hang on to that third. James Wells is in fourth, and Barry Coates in fifth place. Race 8 result and a win for number 93, James Shanes. Second number 92, Charlie Powell, and third number 56, James Hartley. 85, 77, and 71. Race 9, first heat of the big chairs in action, delete number 46. Multi-Masters champion Mark Cotter leads him down the line on some new, trying a new bike out this afternoon. There's our information. He went very, very quickly indeed in the practice session. And Mark is the first one to come in line. He's going to be right on the inside. Tom Cotter comes out to join him. And Gary Shearer, that outfit of course is up for sale. But Gary's riding this afternoon. When he's not out there racing, if you want to go and see him, the outfit is up for sale. Simon Beanie and Paul Standing. That's the 5 crews then for race number 9. Paul Standing right on the outside. Simon Beanie goes into him. Then we've got Gary Shearer right on the inside, Mark Cotter next to him, and then Tom Cotter alongside him. Looks like they've got to swap over here. Tom's going inside Mark, and they come out to the grid then for the first in the big chair action, race number 9. Waiting for Paul Standing to move into line then. All the crews ready for action for race number 9. With the Cotters pack of 1-2 going in that top corner the first time, and Mark Cotter from Tom Cotter in second. Gary Shearer's got the third. Simon Beanie is in 4. Stanley is in 5. They roaring up bottom corner for the first time. Look at the speed of Mark Costa sliding it out of that pit. Got that top corner. Gary Shearer is in 4. Simon Beanie in 4. Stanley is in 5. And Mark Costa is riding in virtues a circle in it as he was in the practice session. He roars down that back straight once again. Tom Costa holds that second. Gary Shearer can't close the gap on the lead into. Look at Tom Costa throwing it into that corner. But Mark Costa using everything that bottom turn in clearly. But Tom Costa in second. Gary Shearer's got the third. Simon Beanie in 4. Paul Standing is in 5. They start the spread now in the first thing. On big chair action. Into that bottom corner once again, you can see that Mark Costa's turning halfway down the back straight before he throws it into that corner. Looks back at his dog. On the tail end. It's a Costa 1-2 at the moment with Shearer in third. Beanie's in 4. Paul Standing in 5. They're really spread out now in this first thing of a big chair action. As Mark Costa throws it into that bottom and then look at the speed of Costa coming out of that final corner. It's just a step to Mark Costa. Tom Costa picks up the second. Gary Shearer in third. Simon Beanie is in 4. Paul Standing in 5th place. Race 9 result winner win for number 37 Mark Costa in Carl Bly. Second number 29 Tom Costa Ryan Barker. And third number 8 Gary Shearer Sam Bond. 76-118. Right, we move on then to the 500 Sidecar Super Series, start of the second leg. Josh Goodwin winner first time out. Dave Carville, Natasha Barkley, Sean Harvey winner first time out. Paul Moorcock and Aaron Vale. According to me, there's 69 points for Mitch Godden, 67 for Sean Harvey after the completion of the first 2 heats. So the gap is now down to 2 between the top 2, battling it out for the championship. Dave Carville, the first crew to come out, and had a dreadful start and battled his way through to a battle in third place in his first outing. He is third in the overall standing at the moment. Paul Moorcock coming down and the Vales coming down. Josh Goodwin, Natasha Barker and Sean Harvey. Can Sean Harvey get the better of Josh Goodwin, who himself got the better of Mitch Godden in the opening heat? That allowed Sean Harvey to claw a point back in the next outing. So all sorts of possibilities now as we look at race number 10. Sean Harvey right on the outside, Paul Moorcock next to him, then Natasha Barkley. Then we've got Dave Carver, then we've got the Vales and Josh Goodwin right on the inside. So ones to watch really are on the inside and the outside grid for Dave Carver can make a start. He could really put a spanner in the works between those two as they start to come into line then for race number 10, start of the second leg of the 500 Sidecar Super Series. Sean Harvey, the last to settle on the outside grid for race number 10. Sean Harvey not particularly quick away in traffic going in that bottom corner the first time, trying to back his way around the outside. Dave Carver with Sean, but Josh Goodwin still in the master front. Dave Carver holds that second. Sean Harvey right round the outside of that top corner, trying to get the drive to get round Carver. Now cuts it back to the inside rim, but Josh Goodwin's away. Sean Harvey with Belgium 5 more. Hopkins 6, there's going to be problems, but Sean Harvey's only in third place and not improving on that third place at the moment. As Josh Goodwin leads him into the pits corner on that number 2 now. Sean Harvey's really having a go with Dave Carville for that second place position. Can put in that number 2 then. Goodwin leads him and Carville second. Up and third. Corner they go once again. Harvey's on the inside line this time. He's not closed the gap on Dave Carville. Josh Goodwin looking to make it 2-2 in each, and he leads from Carville in second. Harvey has got the third. Barker in third. Bales in 5. Moorcock in 6. The last up back and then the Josh Goodwin in third. Looking to make it 2-2. Dave Carville and Cameron Godden have got that second. Harvey and Danny Hogg can't close the gap. They're back in third place at the moment. Mitch Godden will obviously be watching this from the pits as they go into the pits corner for the final time. It's 2-2 coming up for the British champions, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Second place goes to Dave Carville and Cameron Godden. Third is Sean Harvey and Danny Hart. Fourth to Thatcher Bob, the Carlos Safety. The Bales in fifth for Moorcock in sixth place. Race 10 result then, a win for number 3, Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. Second number 55, Dave Carville and Cameron Godden. And third number 72, Sean Harvey, Danny Hogg. 65, 152, 123. And the points for race 10, Josh Goodwin 5 points. Dave Carville 4 points. Natasha Bartlett 2 points. Sean Harvey 3 points. Paul Moorcock, no points. Alan Vale, 1 point. So they move on then to the next heat, which is race number 11. Already James Shane learning the trick of clearing the groove for his drivers. In the back of Simon Beard again. Mitch Godden will have watched that previous race where Sean Harvey only got 3 points. He's now exactly 1 point ahead of Mitch Godden. Mitch Godden got this right in hand, so this could be a crucial one, this race number 11. Simon Beard, Steinus Lund, Barry Bennett, Mitch Godden, Patrick Hermans and James Hart are the riders in action. We're waiting for Steinus Lund to go into the inside grid. We've got Simon Beard right on the outside. Patrick Hermans is alongside him as they settle for race number 11. Starter walks away. Robert Godden made the start back with the through trees, going up the back straight the first time. Runder's got that second place. Simon Beard has gone right round the outside to move from the third place and sets about chasing Lund as they go in the pits corner on the open lap. The Godden's hit the front, and that could be crucial as Godden leads can put in lap number 1 then for Lund. After 6, they're bunching up the third, fourth and fifth places. There's a bit of a moment there for Simon Beard. He was very slow on the exit in that bottom corner, and it's Benny again having to go and hope for that fourth place position. The leader is Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. They're well taken, put in lap number 2. Run holding that to the 5, Hermans in position number 6 as leader Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. They're sailing away at the front, then Lund's consolidating that second. Beard has got the third, Hogg is in 4, Redding in 5, Hermans in position number 6. Hickle is between the 6 crew. Moving on to 4, then Godden and Smith, the race of with Lund holding that second. Beard has got the third, Hogg is in 4, second in 5, Hermans in 6. The leader's halfway up the back straight for the final time then. Beard again consolidating that third place. Hogg going to go on the exit from that bottom corner, but looks at Beard's going to hang on to that third place position as Mitch Godden and Paul Smith get a rival win. Second place goes to Steinus Lund. Third is Simon Beard. Fourth is Mr. Hart. Barry Bennett slowing up in 5, and Hermans has gone round the edge of Bennett, who eventually finishes in 6th place. Result of race number 11 then. A win for number 9, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. Second, number 6, Steinus Lund and Dennis Smith. And third, number 4, that's Simon Beard and James Shanes. 73, 68, and number 7. Points for that race then were Simon Beard 3 points, Steinus Lund 4 points, Barry Bennett no points, Mitch Godden 5 points, Patrick Hermans 1 point, James Hogg 2 points. Race number 12 then is the second leg of the 250s with 198 Kevin Ball replacing number 16 Charlie Brooks. So according to my reckoning, the gap between Godden and Harvey is now up to 4 points after 2 of this afternoon's legs. Just waiting for Luke Harris to come into line then for this heat of the 250s, second heat. Tim Gregg and Luke Harris are last to disassemble. David Knowles has got away. Knowles gets the corner first. Harris is in second place. Greg's gone to the third. Bull is in fourth. And Bull gets inside. Greg to move from the third place. And David Knowles leads him up the back straight on the opening lap there. And Harris holding that second place. Harris finds it on round the outside of that pitch corner. Closing up on David Knowles. They completely open it. Knowles leads and Harris in second. Greg is in the third. Bull is in fourth. Buck is in five. It's still David Knowles. The third is Luke Harris is very quick coming out of that bottom corner. Saturday chasing David Knowles down as he throws it into the pitch corner on lap number 2. Knowles the leader then, but Harris holding that second place position. These two pulling away from Greg, who's got the third, with Bull in fourth, Buck in five, and David Knowles still has the advantage, and Luke Harris can't keep it close at the moment, and Luke Harris seems to be slowing up. There he starts to wind it on, coming out of that corner to allow David Knowles to get well away from front. And Harris in second, Greg in third, Bull is in fourth, Buck in five. They start to spread out down the second heat of 250 action, then last up Baggett, then four David Knowles. Luke Harris has got that second place, and Greg is in third, Kevin Bull in fourth, Gary Cook in five. That's still the top five with the former British champion. Leads him up the back straight, 40 for the time, pulling away all the time from Luke Harris, who's got that second. Greg can't get the challenging blow in third, and it's David Knowles who wins the second heat of 250 action. Luke Harris is going to get that second place position. Third is Tim Gray. Fourth is Kevin Bull. I can see the problem for Luke Harris, his steel shoes hanging off there. That's obviously why he slowed up on that second lap. You'll see he completed the race with his steel shoe hanging off there in that race number 12. Race 12 result, winner number 64, David Knowles. Second number 26, Luke Harris. And third number 10, Tim Gray. 198. 6, 4 and 27. Race number 13, delete number 726. Riders coming out then for race 13. So the second leg of the upright solos, Nigel Coates, Bert Hall, Jordan Meekins, Barry Joyce and Andy Gomm of the 5 riders in action for race number 13. Three of us going in that bottom corner first time, all on the inside. It's Coach in second, Gomm go through on the inside, moves through in third to first to lead up the back straight for the first time. Then Hall has got that second, Coach making their way through on the inside to go through into that second place position as Andy Gomm is leader, completing late race number 1. From Coach holding that second, Hall has got the third, Jordan is 4, Meekins is in 5. That's the 5 then, with Andy Gomm at that back straight on lap number 2 then. Coach holds that second, Hall has got the third. These three pulling away from Joyce in 4 and Meekins in 5th place. Andy Gomm then well clear, completing lap number 2. And holding that second place. Nigel Coates has got a second, Bart Hall holds the third. Joyce is in 4, Meekins in 5. The order the same up that back straight once again then. Gomm the clear leader, from Coates holding second. Hall has got the third, Barry Joyce in 4. Jordan Meekins in position number 5 as the last lap flag comes out there for Andy Gomm, looking to figure his first race of the afternoon. And Nigel Coates holding that second, Bart Hall has got the third. Still Barry Joyce in 4 with Jordan Meekins in position number 5, the leader up the back straight for the follow time. Start of the second leg of the uprights, race number 13. So Andy Gomm gets his first race win of the afternoon. Second place goes to Nigel Coates. Bart Hall is in 3rd, Barry Joyce in 4, Jordan Meekins in 5th place. Race 13 resulted to win for number 261, Andy Gomm. Second number 7, Nigel Coates, and third number 8, Bart Hall. 57 and number 10. On we go to race 14. Graham Brown with his opening ride, so did Stephen Green. the line they come then for race number 14. Both winners of the opening heats are in action in this race. Number 14, Stephen Green, one on the outside, Graham Brown towards the middle of the grid. Bottom corner first time he's on the inside of Stephen Green, winds on super well by Stephen Green, one in the corner in fifth place, he's come out in first place as Ollie Fanning now goes through in the second. Graham Brown is relegated to fourth and Chris Mackey back in fifth place at the moment as Graham Brown making a move around the outside of Ollie Fanning on that pitch corner, but Green has got away the front, Tanner holds that second. Brown again back round the outside to move back through in second place, Tanner is up to third. Chris Mackey back to Pride, back in fifth place now, moves through in the fourth place and sets about chasing Arnie Fenner as they go up the back straight. Once again Mackey now goes through on the inside and moves to the third. Fenner again trying to come back round the outside as Stephen Green is the clear leader. Then Graham Brown holding that second. Mackey still got through inside Fenner to go into the third. Now gets close to him fine. Lee is in sixth, that's the sixth and three abreast the third place as they come out of that bottom corner once again then. It's still Green who leads from Brown in second. Mackey has got the third. Fenner in fourth. Mountain five. Leads in position number 6. Stephen Green up the back straight, 40 below time, increasing it all the time on the Graham Brown has got that second, back into the third, down in 4, Mountain 5, leads in 6, Stephen Green into the pits corner on lap number 4, looking to make it 2-2 in the heats of the upright solos. Impressive stuff from Stephen Green, picks up his second win of the afternoon. Graham Brown's going to get that second place. Chris Mackey is in third, Ollie Fenner in 4, to Mountain 5 then leads in 6th place. Race 14 result, winner number 66, Stephen Green. Second, number 6, Graham Brown. And third, number 68, Chris Mackey. 32, 17, and number 3, race 15, delete 118.
The support one.
So the 4 crews coming out then for race 15, part of the second leg of the 500 support then. Jamie Kennard winner first time out, there he's on the inside, it's Richard General on the outside with young Sean Hughes on the inside of him. Chris Neem on grid number 2, the 4 crews on then for race number 15. Richard being called one of the take on the outside. Find him on the take for webbing on the left of the line there. Get on the makes a good start, Neem's going to go well, but young Sean Hughes winds it on round the outside. He went in that corner in third place, he's come out in first place and leads him up the back straight for the first time then. It's Hughes who leads him, and Kennard in second. Neem has got the third place position. General pushing the machine back towards the pits after it died on the line there, but young Sean Hughes with Lewis standing in the chair, they will complete the end. Then Kennard holding that second place. Chris Neem has got the third, he put it between these three to go off the back straight. Once again Sean Hughes leads him, but Kennard starting to close the gap slightly in second, but again Hughes increasing the advantage. They go in the pits corner on lap number 2. Hughes leads him, and Kennard in second. It's third. That bottom corner they go once again, the gap the same between first and second, so Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett lead him, going up the back straight once again then from Kennard in Green in second place. Jenner's got that machine going again, there's 2 laps down of course, as the leader exits that pitch corner back to take the last lap back this time then. It's Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett who have the advantage then, but Kennard in second again. Kennard closed the gap on the entry that bottom corner on lap number 4, but Hughes seems to pull away, going up the back straight. Hughes pulling away slightly, then Kennard going up the back straight on lap number 4. Into the pitch corner he goes, 40 full time again. Kennard winding on that pitch corner, but Sean Hughes and Louis Bennett pick up the winning ride. Impressive stuff for the young combination there. They win that second leg of the 500 Sidecar Support. Kennard comes across the line in second. Chris Neem is in third place. Race 15 result, win for number 17, Sean Hughes and Lewis Bennett. Second, number 8, Jamie Kennard and Lynn Green. And third, number 16, Chris Neem and Alex Baru. No points for crew number 87, only did 2 laps. And we go to race 16 then, the second leg of the 500 solos with Harlan Cook and Luke Harris in action and James Shanes. Doesn't look as if Harlan Cook's going to come out this time. Had problems in his first ride. Doesn't look as if he's going to come out for race number 16. So it's James Shanes and Luke Harris should be the ones to watch at the front in this race number 16. I'd say you're on the outside of the room. We let him go back to race straight away. James Hartley's helmet caught him in the tapes here for race number 16. So the restart of race number 16. We're down to, I don't know, it looks like Guy Pace has got machine problems, so we're down to just 3 then for race number 16. We've got James Shanes, number 85, James Wells, and James Hartley off the 10 metre handicap for race number 16. New Holland couldn't know Luke Harris come out either, so that's rather disappointing in his first outing on the 500, so he's not coming out for race 16. Make any of the stagger as James Shanes already cleared going at the back straight the first time, but Wells holding that second place. Hartley has got the third, so disappointing no Harlan Cook or Luke Harris come out for the second heat of the 500s. Shanes well cleared the front then, Wells out of that pit corner. Wells is up the second, Hartley is in third place. Shanes again well cleared going up that back straight. Wells has got the second, Hartley can't see to close the gap on the second place rider. As it is James Shanes totally in control then, can put in a lap number 2, already half a lap up on the second place rider, who is James Wells, with James Hartley in third place. Shanes roaring up that back straight, looks across as the second place rider completes that lap. Hartley is closing up slightly on the second place rider as James Shanes leads him on to lap number 4 then, can well lap the second and third place. He's looking back, I can't believe it, I don't think he can believe he's so far in front as he goes at the back straight for the follow time. The second place rider just coming out of that pits corner with Hartley in third. Shanes is coasting in to that pits corner on lap number 4 as well. Starts his last lap with Hartley in third place. James Shanes coasts across the line to win race number 16. Second, if he keeps it going, will be James Wells with James Hartley in third place. Race number 16, the winner number 93, James Shanes. Second, number 85, James Wells, and third, number 56, James Hartley. Race 17, adding number 117, Stephen Boxall. So we've got more orders coming out for this race number 17, the second leg of the 500 solo. Right on the outside of the grid there, we're got the hour of the line that top corner of the first time. Finally doing that top corner, but looks like Stephen Boxall works his way round the outside. Conlock has now gone through the second place. Jolly Powell's come for nowhere to go for second, but in lap number 1 from Charlie Fowler's got the nowhere. To go to the second, Colin Locker's got the third. Yeldon is in 4, Barber is in 5, backwards in 6, up to that 6. As they go up the back straight once again. Vauxhall's getting away the front. Powell's consolidate that second place. Lockett now coming under pressure for his third place position. They've thrown into that Butch corner complete. Lap number 2 then. Vauxhall the leader, but Powell holding that second. Lockett got the third. Yeldon is in 4, Barber in 5, Bassett third in position number 6. Vauxhall leading going into that pit corner once again. Charlie Powell starting to close the gap on the race leader, moving on to lap number 4 this time then. Vauxhall leading and Powell closing the gap, moving into that bottom corner once again, and Powell's only a couple of bars behind Vauxhall as they go to the back straight. Third and someone from Roxhall on the third, Yeldon in 4. So what's the top 2 going into that pit corner, third and fourth time. Vauxhall to the right, so then Powell coming out of that final corner. Vauxhall goes right, Powell goes for the inside line. Vauxhall just gets winning line. Charlie Powell picks up the second place. There's going to be time for third and 4 because Yeldon come around the outside corner left. Third, Yeldon is in 4. We've lost Lawrence Barber on that third. Lap number 8 comes through into 5th. Bassett in 6th place. Race 17 result then, a win for 117 Stephen Vauxhall. Second number 92 Charlie Powell. And third number 67, Connor Locke. 46, 8, 3 and 77. Race 18, delete number 46. Bill Brockwell will be number 710 with Dean Lyons the passenger. Second heat for the big chair action. Costing impressive with your first Simon Beanie's got away there in the second place position. That's the top 2 as Mark Coster and Carl Brightwell clear going in the back straight for the first time. It's Simon Beanie and Gareth Dunn still move through into that second place position. Paul Stanley looking to improve upon 4th to go through into 3rd place. He ends up bottom corner 4th the first time then. Coster the lead then for Beanie. In the second place position, Stanley goes through on the inside into 3rd place. Rockwell is in 4th, that's a 4, but the red flags are out, red flags are out. We understood we were going to have a track grade, but the riders coming out now for the for race 19, so we understood there was going to be a track grade after race 18, but out they come then for race number 19, which is the start of the 3rd leg of the 500 Sidecar Super Series. Series leader Mitch Godden actually in this race number 9 with Simon Beard, Barry Bennett, Natasha Bartlett, Paul Marcock and Aaron Vale. According to me, Mitch Godden has got a 4-point lead over Sean Harvey as they start this 3rd leg, so we are obviously going to carry on. We were expecting the track grade, that sidecar race to be rerun, then a track grade. That's now not going to happen, of course. Change again off the bike then to get the groove there for Simon Beard. He's adapted very, very well because Simon's been in the top 3 in each of his rides so far. So obviously he's nodding his head. That's exactly enough for the groove that James Change is getting for him. So Mitch Godden again a chance to put together another winning ride in this race number 19 to open up a big gap between himself and Sean Harvey. And Sean Harvey's got Josh Goodwin and Dave Carver to contend with in race number 20, so it's going to be a difficult one for Sean Harvey to put together a winning ride. So Mitch Godden will be looking for maximum points at this race number 19. The pressure off the outside. Simon Beard, so Mitch Godden gets the corner first. That could be crucial. Barry Bennett trying to get through on the inside of forward breast for second place, going up the back straight the first time. As Godden leads in for Bennett holding second. Beard has now gone through the third, looking to get inside. Barry Bennett and Bell's coming right, and Archer Barker coming right round the outside of that top corner to go through. Bell trying to get inside there, and Natasha Barker trying to come right round the outside of clear best again the third place. Natasha Barker right round the outside, but Sonnenberg comes again, and Bell's have cut back inside Sonnenberg. They've gone through from fifth to third. As Godden leads in from Bennett in second. Bell's have got the third. Sonnenberg is in fourth place. Running around the outside, Barry Bennett turning in that bottom corner once again. It's Godden who leads. Bell's again on the outside. Barry Bennett, they move in. Barry Bennett to go through into second place, so they've come from fifth to second. Sonnenberg is in third and looking for that third place of Barry Bennett now. Bartlett is back in fifth place. It's Godden who is on the third end from Bell's holding that second. Bartlett in five, Moorcock in sixth, and then they're bunching up the second, third, fourth and fifth places. As Mitch Godden right there at the front and Bell's holding that second. Bennett having his best ride of the afternoon so far. He's got third place against Sonnenberg, having to go for that third place position. Mitch Godden gets a crucial win. Bell's took at the second. Bennett in third, Reed in third, Bartlett in five, Moorcock in sixth place. Super action there in race number 19, the best race so far in the 500 Sidecar Super Series. So much action, particularly for second, third and fourth place to the win, and a crucial win for number 9 Mitch Godden and Paul Smith. Second number 152 Aaron and Stephen Vale, and third number 7 Barry Bennett, Ivan Hughes. 4, 65 and 1, 2, 3. Points for race 19, Simon Beard 2 points, Barry Bennett 3 points, Mitch Godden 5 points, Natasha Bartlett 1 point, Paul Moorcock no points, Aaron Vale 4 points. Right, we move on to race number 20 on beating Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, Dave Carvell, Cameron Godden, Sean Harvey, Danny Hogg, James Hogg, Gary Coleman, Patrick Hermans and Patrick Habast, and Steiners London, Dennis Smith. So a real hard one this is for Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg. Patrick had the rerun of the 1,000 sidecars now, so it's all changed once again. So we go back then to race number 18 for the run of the big chairs. Race 18, just the 4 crews in action then for race 18. Mark Costa on the inside, solid has gone away with him as well. It's Rockwell has gone away in third, Standing is in fourth place as Costa cleared down the back straight the first time. Simon Beanie holds that second place position. Rockwell is in third, Standing is in fourth. Standing looking to have a go at Rockwell for that third place position. But Costa sliding it wide to get it off. Roaring away the front. He holds that second place position. Standing's got through on the Rockwell to go through in the third place. Will Rockwell get back around the outside of that pitch corner? No, he can't. It's Standing who still hangs on to the third place position. And it's Costa and Bly. Well, they're sliding it again and coming out of that bottom corner. In second place, Standing. Now consolidating that third with Rockwell back in fourth. As Mark Costa and Carl Bly totally in control going down that back straight. Every turn of the wheel from Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister consolidating that second place position. Costa a bit tight along with Carl. Feeney in second. Standing is in third. Rockwell is in position number 4. As the multi-masters champion clear going down that back straight. Once getting it, riding his virtues of circle. Going into that corner again, up and down that back straight. That's the try wide coming out of the corner. Impressive step from 2 to 2 in the big chairs there for Mark Cosser and Carl Blind. Second place goes to Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister. Paul Standing and Joe Butcher are going to pick up the third place. Tony Blackwell and Ricky Mole are in fourth place. The rerun of race 9-18 result with number 37 Mark Cosser, Carl Bly. Second number 76 Simon Beanie and Gareth Bemister, and third 118 that's Paul Standing and Joe Butcher. Fourth is number 515. Right, out they come then for race number 20. Josh Goodwin is unbeaten. Stylus Lund, Dave Carville, Patrick Hermans, Sean Harvey and James Hogg. So it's a real tough heat there for Sean Harvey's got to be looking to pick up the winning ride here because it's 79 to 70 at the moment. So if he wins this, he goes up to 75, still 4 points behind Mitch Godden with the races running out. But Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, they're unbeaten so far. Dave Carville and Cameron Godden have put together some good routing so far. So Sean Harvey this time with an inside, one of the inside grids. I think he really does. I've got to be looking for a winning ride this time to stand any chance of in this Super Series in 2016. Liam Brown just had the word in the ear of Josh Goodwin as they move into line. The former European Champions and new British Champions unbeaten so far at the moment. As they line up then for race number 20, Dave Carville will on the outside with us now at the same time at the corner with Sean Harvey on the inside of Josh Goodwin, sweeps round the outside the lead going up the back straight the first time. Sean Harvey is in second, Stylus Lund is in third, but Dave Carville making the move round the outside to go from the third place then as Goodwin leads from Harvey in second. Carville has got the third place picture and Sean Harvey has got the bottom corner on lap number 2 then. Goodwin leads from Harvey all in second. It's Carville getting close in third, Lund is in fourth, and we've lost our young Hog there. He's pulled on the middle of the track holding that fifth place position as Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown, they're still clear then, but Sean Harvey and Danny Hogg holding that second place. The gap is not closed. Harvey holds that second, Carville is in the third, Lund is in fourth, Herman's in 5. Up the back straight they go once again, and Sean Harvey's now starting to fall in the clutches of Dave Carville. Looking at second place of Sean Harvey, they move into the pitch corner on lap number 3. Looks like another heat win coming up for Josh Goodwin and Liam Brown. They're pulling away from Sean Harvey, who's second from Dave Carville and Cameron Godden. Main action in first, second and third. As Goodwin's a marker at the front of the bike between second and third going up the back straight. Paul full of time, Sean Harvey pulls away, but then Carville closed the gap on the entry of that pitch corner on lap number 4. Josh Goodwin makes it for the fill. Sean Harvey hangs on for that second place. Then Carville is in third. Stylus Lund is in fourth. Patrick Hermans in fifth place. The result of race 20 then, a win for number 3, Josh Goodwin, Liam Brown. Second, number 72, Sean Harvey, Danny Hogg. And third, number 55, Dave Carville, Cameron Godden. 6th and 68. And for race 20, Josh Goodwin, 5 points. Stylus Lund, 2 points. Dave Carville, 3 points. Patrick Hermans, 1 point. Sean Harvey, 4 points. James Hogg, no points. So according to my reckoning, which is purely unofficial, Mitch Godden and Paul Smith have now got 79. Sean Harvey, Danny Hogg have got 74. There is now a 10-minute break for track grading. Gets the corner first, sweeps round the edge of Tim Gregg, and David Knowles trying to follow in for his rock in the battle over Tim Gregg going up the back straight on leadsman. Knowles in second. Greg has got the third. Number 27 is in fourth place. Cannonball is in position number 5. It's Harris leads them. Knowles in second. Greg has got the third. Cannonball looking to go through into fourth place. Luke Harris is stolen the march to the front, and David Knowles has got a lot to do to get him for that position. As a race up the back straight once again then. It's Harris who leads for Knowles in second. Tim Gregg taking closer over on David Knowles. That race for second and third. As Harris leads company two for Knowles in second. Gregg has got the third place. Hollenby is in fourth. Cannonball now looking to go through into that fourth place position. As we see Luke Harris in that corner on lap number 3, looking to make it 2-1 over David Knowles on the east of the 250 solo. David Knowles now slowly but surely pulling away from Tim Gregg in that race for second and third. Harris the leader then for Knowles. Gregg is in third, Ball in 4, Hollenby in 5. That's the 5 in his third leg of the 250 solo action. You see Luke Harris going into the pits corner for the follower time to pick up the heat-winning race number 21. Luke Harris gets to winning ride. Second place goes to David Knowles. Third is going to be Tim Gregg. And then Bull will come across the line in fourth with Martin Hollenby in fifth place. Gary Cook in sixth. Race 21 result, winner number 26, Luke Harris. Second number 64, David Knowles. And third number 10, Tim Gregg. 198, 27, 6, number 4. Race 22, delete 726. Stephen Green comes out in this race, number 22 against Ben Leeds, Bart Hall, Arnie Fenner and Barry Joyce. Also in the action, but it's Green who leads up the back straight the first time. All has gone through in second. Fenner is in third, Leeds in fourth, Joyce in 5. Fenner around the edge of all to go through into that second place. And Stephen Green's already stolen the march at the front then. But Fenner having a good ride in that second place position. All has gone through third, Leeds in fourth, Joyce in 5. Stephen Green's not the full way in the front. Not beating his own two. Looks like winning his third outing as well. Fenner having a good ride in second. All gets closer in third, Leeds in fourth, Joyce in position number 5, and all again closing up on Fenner as they enter that pits corner on lap number 2 then. Really the clear leader. Then Fenner holding second. All again trying to find a way through on the inside. Fenner just about holding it there. He looks on the corner once again. The race is on for second and third, and all has gone through on the inside. Fenner again sweeps back round the outside to retake that second place. All comes back up the inside, retakes the second place again. Fenner will make it move around the outside of that pits corner as Green leads them on the fourth, and all holding that second. Fenner again trying to sweep right back round the outside, but the ball going to make it stick this time at the bottom corner on lap number 4 as the race leader Stephen Green at the pits corner for the fuller time. All now is pulling away to that from Fenner in that race for second and third. Stephen Green makes it through the 3 in the uprights. Bart Hall is going to pick up that second place. Third is Arnie Fenner. Fourth then Leeds. Fifth place Barry Joyce. Race 22 result, then a win for number 66, Stephen Green. Second, number 8, Bart Hall. And third, number 32, Arnie Fenner. 3 and 57. On we go to race 23.
You'll be able to roll back now.
So coming out then for race 23, Graham Brown only beaten once this afternoon. That was by Stephen Green. Nigel Coates, he's in the thick of the action. So was Andy Gomm and Chris Mackett. So they're on then for his 23rd race. Taking the third leg of the upright solos. Then back right on the outside. So was Andy Gom. Chris Macken is last away. So Chris Macken again is going to do the hallway right from the back as coach leads him up the back straight for the first time. Gom trying to make a way through on the inside. The Brown holds that second place, and Brown making a move around the edge of coach. They're going to be 3 abreast for first place on the exit from that pitch corner on lap number 1. It's coach who leads from Brown in second. Gom up the third, back in 4, man. It's in 5, Leeds in 6, that's the 6. Then again, coach again, running it inside. Brown again, sweeps back round the outside. Gom has got that third now, coming under pressure from Chris Mackett. Now race for 3rd and 4th place then. It's still Brown then for the advantage, and for Nigel Coates holding that second place. Andy Gomer's got the first. Chris Mackett again trying to get back round the edge of Andy Gomer. They move into that bottom corner once again. They're closing up the 2nd, 3rd and 4th places as Brown is pulling away the first. Coates holds that second. Gomer's in 3rd, Mackett in 4th. At the 5th corner again on lap number 3. Brown increases lead the front, but it's still good action for the podium places. Then Brown leads him on to 4th. Then Coates holding that second. Gom in 3rd. Mackett again trying to get the speed to get round the outside of those 2 runners to move through. In the 2nd place, Mackett comes alongside Gom. Gom comes again back up the inside. Mackett again back round the outside. Gom comes again and gets inside Mackett and gets inside for Coates as well to move through from 4th to 2nd place. 3rd best coming out of that final corner. Brown gets a winning ride. Gom gets the 2nd. Mackett in 3rd. Coates in 4th. Mountain 5. Meekins in 6th place. The result of race number 23, then a win for number 6, Graham Brown. Second, number 261, Andy Gomm. And third, number 68, Chris Mackett. 7, 17, and number 10. Race 24 is next to lead 118.